Solve this quadratic equation. Again, we're looking for a number for x that I could plug in, do the order of operations and the math correctly, and it would come out to 0. Graphically, we're looking for when this parabola would cross the x-axis. But not using the graph and using our algebra skills, we would try to either factor this, which would show your zeros quicker, or we can use the quadratic equation. Now, a lot of us don't like when our a value here is not just 1, so it's not just x squared. It is a little scary, so since I did the last one by factoring, I'll do this one by the quadratic formula, just in case it doesn't happen to be a whole number where it crosses the x-axis, or our solution. A is 3, B is -2, C is -5. We start our process. X equals opposite B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2A. Now we'll do some simplification here. So we've got 2 plus or minus the square root of -2 times -2 makes 4. 4 times 3 would be 12. Now we can consider that a -4 really. So -4 times 3 is -12. -12 times -5 is positive 60. It's important you watch those signs. We have two negatives technically, the -4 and the -5. So our answer should come out plus whatever the multiplication comes out to be. All over 6. Well, 60 plus 4 is 64. So I have 2 plus or minus the square root of 64 all over 6. Happens to be that square root of 64 is a nice number. What that means is we actually could have factored it. It looked a little scary to factor, but when you get a nice perfect square in there, factoring could have worked. Okay, factoring could work. But since we didn't, let's keep finishing here. We've got 2 plus or minus 8 all over 6. Now that means I take x to be 2 plus 8 divided by 6. So that's 10 over 6. Or x could be 2 minus 8 all over 6. So x would be -6 over 6, which is -1. Now back to this factoring thing. Factoring could have worked, but it would have been kind of decimally, and so honestly, you're always safe with quadratic equation if you want to check. So 10/6, that's about 1, what they say, 1 4/6, or of course 2/3. So I'm going to check the graph. These would be our solutions. Okay, x equals -1 and x equals 10/6, they're 1 2/3. Now if we look at our graph that I have graphed over here, we're looking for a little more than 1 or 1 2/3 and our -1. Looking right here, I have -1 as one of my crossings and 1 2/3-ish, so we know it's correct.